Hey everyone, welcome back to KT Sessions. Today we are going to dive into the exciting world of Power Automate for desktop and we will create our very first flow. So let's get started. A flow is essentially a sequence of actions that you want to automate. Think of it as a recipe for your robot to follow. We will break down the process into simple steps. Alright, so let's open the Power Automate for desktop. And if you don't have this in your system, you can install it. In previous video we saw how can we install this. So I have opened this Power Automate and I will go to this My Flows, and here I can click on this new flow, or we have this new flow in this menu also. So you can click either on this, you can either click on this or this. As soon as we click on this, we will get this window. Now we can choose a descriptive name for our flow, and let me give name first flow, and let me click on create. Okay, so it will open a new window. You can see it has opened this new window for my flow, and this is the old window which was already opened. And so whenever we select a flow, we can see some features here. We will see the use of these features in upcoming videos. So now let me go to my flow. So whenever we create a flow, we will get this type of window. This is the flow designer, and it contains variables on the right hand side, actions on the left hand side. Alright, and this area is the workspace, or this is the area where we are going to create our robot or bot. So we have created a flow successfully. Now we will add actions to our flow, and we can search for the actions which we need. Let's say if we want to open a specific Excel file, we can search for Excel action. Similarly, whatever we want to use, we can search for that. It has a rich collection of actions. We are going to use message boxes in our desktop flows to interact with users, request input and provide an output. So in this flow, we are going to use message boxes. We can use message boxes to interact with users, request inputs and provide an output. To display a message to the user while a flow runs, use the display message action. Alright, so I will search for message boxes. And here we can see this message boxes group contains 7 actions. We can use any action as per our requirements. For example, I want to show a message, so I will select this. Just I need to drag drop this to my workspace. So as soon as we drag drop this, we will see this window. It is kind of a window where we need to give the inputs for this action. I want to show a message box, so for this, what title I want, so I can give that title here. For example, I want to give title my message box, so I will give that title here, and message to display, and message box icon. So there are multiple icons, so you can select the message box icon as per your message. Means if it is a information, you can select this. If it is a question, you can select this. If it is a warning or an error, you can select as per your requirements. And message box buttons. So message box buttons, if you want to give buttons in your message box like OK button, OK and cancel button, yes, no, so you can select from this drop down. And default button will be the first button. For example, if your message box have multiple buttons, like here we have save and cancel, so what button you want to select as a default, means if you press enter, then that particular button will get click. Okay, so here we have selected the first button. Keep message box always on top. So if we select this, then our message box will remain on the top. If there are multiple windows are open, then this message box will appear on the top always. and close the message box automatically. You can also select this, so after a particular time it will get closed. For example, I want to close it after 5 seconds, 10 seconds, so I can use this. Okay, and here you can see variables produced. It is in Power Automate, it will automatically produce the variable, or it will automatically create the variables. You can see this button pressed. This is the variable which will get created automatically. We will see variables in the next video. Alright, so I will click on save, and here you can see all the details of this action. It's like we have written something, it is the heading and this is the text. So the user interface of Power Automate is very user friendly. Alright, so we have created our first flow. This will display a message box. So let me run this flow, and it will show the message box. And here in the right hand side you can see the variables, and in flow variables you can see this button pressed variable, and this button pressed variable will store the user's selection, means which button has pressed. For example, if our message box has multiple buttons, so we can use this variable to identify which button has pressed, and on the basis of that input we can perform the next steps. For example, if we have yes or no buttons, so we can perform actions accordingly on the basis of the inputs. So here we go, we can see this message box. The title is the my message box, and in the body we can see hello world, and we have only one button which is OK. And here you can see in the taskbar the status, it is running, and this is the time. And on the right hand side you can see the list of the variables which we are using in this flow. So this is how we can create a flow in our Power Automate, and we can run it. From here we can pause it, stop it. If you pause this, and let me click on OK, and our flow has completed successfully. In addition to this, we can also create a custom form for displaying a message as part of our flow with the use of the display custom form action. This is the action which we can use. In upcoming videos we will explore all these actions. So let me show you one more action, which is display input dialog. So if we want to take input from the user, so we will use this action display input dialog. We can drag drop this, and here we need to give the title again, title of this input dialog, and input dialog message, enter your name, and default value you can give any default value, and input type you can give single line, multi-line, password if you want to. Okay, so here you can see it has produced two variables, user input and button pressed. So button pressed is again the same variable which will store the user's selection, means which button user has selected, and user input. So it will save the input which user will give, means we are asking enter your name, so user will enter something, means my name is this one. So this user variable, this user input variable will store that information. So let me click on save. So now what we are doing is, in first line we are getting the input from the user, and in second line we are displaying that input. Okay, so in message to display I will give my name is, and the variable which is storing the input, we can get it from here. You can see this variable user input. So when I click on it, so it has added this variable. In Power Automate it use a percentage sign to differentiate between variables and simple text or the string. Okay, so now we will run the board, and first it will take the input, then it will display that input. And here we go. We are getting this input box or input dialog box, and here I will give the name, and so here you can see two buttons are there, so we can keep the track of this also, means which button has pressed from this variable. Okay, so I will click on OK, and now it should show the another message box. Here we go. My name is KT session. So we are getting our message is getting display. This is the input which we have given, and in the message box we are getting this. So let me run it again. Enter your name, power automate for desktop. See, my name is power automate for desktop. So this is how we can create a flow. We can use actions as per our need, as per our requirements, and we can run our flow. So at the end we can save this by clicking on this button also. And look at the flow, guys. Look at the workspace. So anyone can easily understand the flow or the process what we are doing here. They can just go through these lines and they will understand what we are doing in line number 1, what we are doing in line number 2. No need to add any comments or anything else. Power Automate itself will add the details, means in this line what we are doing. So thank you guys for watching this video till end. In next video we will cover the variables. Thank you. Bye.